welcome back. It's Christina again with the Artist Pod, and today I thought we'd talk a little bit about commissions, partly because my old computer did a little bit of a crash, and I'm still trying to get some of my files off of the cloud, so I'm not really in the best position to upload any new art videos, even though I have a lot of my art files already downloaded. So in the midst of all of that, I am not quite set up to do a sort of a long tutorial, but I have gotten just recently a couple of commissions, which is also sort of taking up my time. And so I thought it'd be a good time to talk about commissions, what to do if you get one, if someone asks you to draw something, things like that. So let's get arting again in a talking instead kind of way. Okay, so commissions, right? I just got a commission. I have kind of a standard rate for commissions. So when people reach out to me and they want me to do like a completely personalized commission, I have a standard rate that I quote. On the cheap end, it's $150, and on the more expensive end, it's $450. And it depends on how complicated it is, how much time it's going to take me to do. Although just recently, I think I underquoted because the project, I didn't anticipate all the intricacies of the project I'm currently working on. So it makes it easy, right, if you already have a ballpark, right? So first of all, if you're trying to figure out commissions, don't undervalue yourself. Like I said, I charge $150, and I typically will do that for pet portraits. I've done portraits of people. Pet portraits is the most common, but it's easy for me when someone reaches out then to know what that standard price is. The second thing, if you're going to do commissions, is to, be clear on what you're offering, right? So in my case, I'm always very clear that the whoever's commissioning me is going to get a JPEG of the file, a PNG of the file, and then some sort of finished artwork, whether that's a print on canvas or print on a shirt. That's up to them. But, they'll get some sort of physical product of their choosing. So if they want additional projects, products of that, I can tack on the base price. So I typically charge $26.95 for a shirt. So they get, they'll get, one shirt included in the order. And if they want a second, they can pay $26.95. So they won't have to pay the full commission, right? So that way it's pretty clear. It's straightforward. My customer's pretty clear. Along the way, I give them updates, especially if it's taking a long time. This particular commission I'm working on it's probably going to take me 3 weeks. I've been working on it now for 2 weeks. I'm to a point where I should start being able to make a lot of quicker headway, but because of that, I will reach out and sort of keep lines of communication open so that they know and are comforted with the idea that I'm still working on it. And then I'm always very clear that if they want changes, they can always make changes. So that also helps by constantly giving them updates. If they have changes to make before I finish something, I can easily make an adjustment here or there. But if I don't and I send it to them and they look at it and they say, what about this, that, or the other? It's their commission, right? So I will then rearrange what I've done and make sure it meets what they want, right? Because at the end of the day, the commission is what they want. They're commissioning me to do that. And sometimes, we have to go back and forth, and sometimes people love it right off the bat. So it's one of those things, if you're going to do commissions, you have to be willing to work with what they want, if they want changes to it, if they want something else. So on my computer, I have a special file just for commissions, and that's where everything goes, and I don't touch those unless they reach back out to me and they want another print of something. But I also send them the file so they can print it up themselves, because in my mind, if I'm doing this for a commission, it's theirs, right? It's not mine to use. Now, I only do that if it's a bigger, commission project of, a specific request, right? A portrait of somebody, a pet portrait, things like that, of a specific animal that somebody wants for their own personal use. So in those cases, when somebody's asking me to do more of a generic animal, I don't charge anything. So I only charge if they're asking me to do something specific and personalized. And if they're adding, if they just want a line of text, that takes me a couple minutes. It's really no big deal. So I really only do it if I'm having to do a drawing. yeah, given the state of my computer, and I have a new one, everything's like, I'm almost up and running. Um, but especially in light of the fact that I'm currently working on commission, and I just did a side project for another person, who was a lot quicker and only took me a few hours to do, as opposed to several weeks. I thought it'd be a good time to talk about it, because it can be, it can be a nice sort of support to your business. You can, on Etsy, you can offer personalization, you can do other things like that. So, you know, but it can be kind of blindsiding if you're not sort of set up to take a commission. So again, I have a separate folder on my computer. I'd highly recommend that. It keeps you organized, and I keep all of my commission stuff organized by the name of the person who has requested the commission, so that I can easily reference if somebody, contacts me again, and I can take a look at the files that I've done for them before, under this sort of commission folder on my drive. And yeah, make sure you charge enough. So yeah. I know that was very brief, but I hope it was helpful. If you're ever thinking about taking commissions, it's super easy to do once you're just sort of set up for it. In the floating nether next to me, I have other videos of art tutorials I have done, and I will see you all soon. Thank you so much. Take care.